Hi, my name is Kasslyn Pompey. This video is for me to present my literary research paper. I did my paper on gender roles pertaining to the stories we've learned in senior seminar class. My main focus was to focus on Canterbury Tales, The Wife Willamette, and also The Wanderer. In the Canterbury Tales by Geoffrey Chaucer, gender role was very evident when in the description of the knight was looked at as very noble and as a very upstanding guy. And then where it comes to the tale of Wife of Bath and the nun, they were kind of looked at as typical, stereotypical women. The Wife of Bath was very, seductual, and used her sexual desires to get what she wanted in life, to obtain her higher status, whereas the nun was mainly devoted to God, and in order to receive her higher status, she really didn't focus on God, she just focused on her devotion to her religion. It also shows how gender and power go hand in hand. It all depends on your gender. Guys, men have higher status than women, and women are always seen as either seductive or submissive. In Hamlet, it was evident of the gender role where he was also an upstanding guy until he found out that his mom cheated on her husband. And when he did that, his perception on women changed. He looked at women as deceiving, liars, and also even the servant he ended up treating very bad. Then in The Wife Willamette, it shows the kind of stereotypical thing of women, where this lady, she had everything and her life was basically devoted to her husband until he passed. And when he passed, she lost herself in a sense. She was turned into this helpless person and really didn't have no direction. And that also kind of shows of being submissive, how women depend solely on men until they no longer have these guys, and it's like, what is their purpose? And even in writing her poems, none of her poems were published until after her passing. So that kind of shows you how she and other people valued her voice, and the value of women's voices, period. And lastly, in The Wanderer, I spoke about how gender role was evident in there, where tragedy and depression had hit, and the Wanderer was kind of lost in himself, just like the Wife's Willamette. He didn't understand why things were happening the way they were, or what to do to move forward from that. And he was looked at as a man who had everything, and with losing it, tragedy struck him. And he's supposed to be this masculine, also a very upstanding person, with pursuits to achieve the American dream. And when he lost it, he lost himself, and it kind of shows you where devotion and what purpose and more values people have, and how life really has no gender. Tragedy can kind of strike anybody. It's all up to what you do and how you move forward from that, and understanding yourself. And also, even in the story The Passing we read in class, it showed how these two women use their light colored skin in order to achieve better life status, and in order to achieve the things that they desire. And it kind of shows, again, how women are perceived, not only back then but even today, because there's still people who do the same thing. So my paper kind of touched on gender role then and even now, and how these things that is portrayed in literature still is being displayed in society today. So thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed. I enjoyed doing this video as well as writing my paper. Yeah, thanks.